Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen. The Carbon X1 reveals the ongoing battle designers are engaged in to balance the performance versus battery use equation. The 2022 model is undoubtedly a more powerful platform, but comes with shorter battery life than the machine it replaces. In the Lenovo ThinkPad range, the X1 Carbon Gen 10 is cleverly pitched to businesses looking to spend decisively on hardware but aren't ready to indulge their staff with expensive mobile workstations. They might suggest that this is a more affordable machine, but it's still a significant chunk of change to blow on equipment that could easily be trashed by careless handling. This is it. Where there was more commonality between the previous X1 Carbon and its predecessor, this hardware is almost an entirely new machine where every aspect has been either upgraded or replaced. Gone is the 16:9 ratio panel to be replaced with a new 14-inch 16:10 ratio, one that can be OLED or even 4K, and even the cheaper display has a better than 1080p resolution. We also noticed that the webcam is now better with 1080p up from 720p, and the previous generation of this product had a proprietary docking station adapter, and that's been ditched because Thunderbolt docks are much more popular now. But the significant difference here is the new Intel mobile chip series that tries to erase the lackluster history of the previous 2 or 3 generations. However, the new silicon has a distinctly different balance in terms of performance and efficiency, and the available battery doesn't take you as many hours into a working day as it previously might. For those with mains power or a means to charge on the move, this isn't a huge problem, but those that expect to get through an entire working day without charging may be disappointed. What you get in return for less battery life is a powerful platform that can handle even the most challenging office applications with aplomb. The only performance weakness is that Intel's Iris Xe integrated GPU doesn't make the X1 Carbon ideal for video editing or CAD applications, even if it's better than the horrible UHD graphics that came before. While there have been numerous changes, what remains is the core ThinkPad aesthetic first defined by IBM more than 30 years ago. It's a signature feature, even if fewer people use the red nub controller these days, and the company became owned by a different multinational more than 17 years ago. The start price for the X1 Carbon seems reasonable until you realize the base cost is for the model with a Core i5 class processor, 16 GB of RAM, an IPS screen with a resolution of 1920x1200, and no 5G capability. To buy the hardware as specified in our review is over double that amount, taking the UK price to PS $3,023.99 and the USA cost to $2,330. One oddity of the US SKU is that the CPU in the review hardware only comes with 16 GB of RAM in the USA, and to get 32 GB requires the ISFN 1270p or higher. All memory is soldered to the board, so it isn't like a user could add the extra RAM to a lower specified machine. It's also worth noting that the 4K display isn't currently an option in the UK, and neither is the ISFN 1280p V Pro processor, though both these are options in other regions. Overall, with all the possible boxes ticked, this can be a very expensive laptop. As you get older, picking up a laptop by the corner can provide a moment of panic where your wrist joint considers declining the opportunity to support that lever. For those that have experienced that, the ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 10 is the perfect laptop for you. Weighing just 1.12 kg and made with a remarkably stiff combination of carbon fiber and magnesium. The only problem with this construction method is that the outer surface is coated with a rubberized finish that attracts dust. If you can get past the asking price and its ability to be a dust magnet, this is a very serviceable laptop that includes most of the features that anyone wanting a mobile system might reasonably want. That includes an excellent port selection, including HDMI out, a nano SIM tray for mobile data services, and an adequately sized keyboard with an action that will work for prolonged typing. One slight diversion is that the power button is now just above the home key, and it doubles as a fingerprint reader. This button is a bit too small and inconspicuous for our liking, but it's something users can rapidly adapt to. Another interesting design choice is that the webcam is top center, has a physical privacy cover, and is elevated in video quality from the one used in the previous Carbon X1 generation. So what is missing here? The only obvious feature that many might have wanted was an SD card reader, although there are sufficient Thunderbolt ports and USB ports to attach a reader easily. One choice that we're less pragmatic about is that Lenovo placed a security sticker over one of the screws on the underside, essentially denying entry to the internals. Why they might do this is unclear, but we did notice that all SKU come with RAM that is soldered to the motherboard, disappointingly, a trend seen on more ultrabooks these days. So expect to see more systems locked down in this manner. Those that ignore the sticker will be able to replace the M.2 2280 NVMe drive. Although designed that is PCIe 4.0 and comes without a pre-attached heatsink is required.